How to know that you are dating the right guy? Yes, I'm talking about the man you are in the relationship with. How do you get to know that is the right guy for you? Because you won't have an idea right now. The only things you know is that you are in the relationship with this man, but yet you are not too sure whether it's the right guy for you or not. You are not too sure whether he's going to marry you or not. You are not too sure whether it's going to hurt your heart or not. You are not too sure whether your feelings is safe to be with him or not. So, how are you going to know that this person is the right person for you? That is what we are going to discuss with you in this video. Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dopsy and I am a relationship and marriage counselor. It is very important, guys, to know that it's a beautiful Sunday and the evening one. We are in the garden where we are making these videos. So if you hear some sound of cars passing around, just try to understand because I am right next to the road and the vehicles that are passing all over there. So please watch this video until the end so that we can get to know who can be the right man for you and who can be the wrong person for you, how you can try to identify them. It is very important to know that it is not easy to identify a person's feelings. Yes, I will tell you why. Because the first thing for you to know is that it is not written in anyone's face to get to know that this person is the right person and this one is the wrong person. Because we do meet different people each and every day. We do meet friends from work, we do meet people from church, we do meet friends from school. Everywhere we meet people, but yet you're not gonna know what are the really intention for these people towards you. And even they try their best to describe what are the intention for you, yet you're not gonna be able to know if they're the right person for you or not. So it is very important, you and as an individual, to have this one thing in your mind as an assignment, to always try your best to know or have an idea of what is this person to you. Who are they? What are their real intention? Are them going to hurt you or not? Are them being to be happy with you or not? Is your heart safe to be with them or not? Those are the capital questions which you need to keep in your mind. Those are the things which you need to keep in everything that you do, because if you don't have this in your mind, trust me, anyone will just walk in your life and play with you and go with you. Guys, you find some ladies, they'll be like, no, I'm waiting for my Mr. Right. Oh, okay, fine. Obviously, we know that everyone wants to have a Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, which is a very beautiful thing. But how do you get to know that you have find yourself one? Because as far as I know, you have been dating different men. You have been hooked with the different guys, but yet you have not shown us who's the Mr. Right for you. Some women, they'll tell you that in order for them to know that they're finding a Mr. Right is only when a guy decides to go in his one knee and propose to them. When a guy proposes, then they end up realizing that, okay, I have find myself a Mr. Right because he came and see my parent, he pays lobola, and life starts from then. That's what some people think. But yet, you find that even if a guy comes to your family, he pay all your dowries, and yet he got married to you, but still divorced to you after a couple of months or years. Is that also mean to say that he was a Mr. Right until when he divorced you? Or is it just that he was not Mr. Right from the beginning? That is something very important you should know. It is not easy to identify a Mr. Right. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can try to identify a Mr. Right. And if you pay attention, trust me, on your next move that you make whenever you try to date someone, it will be now more different compared to your past experience. First thing, keep in your mind that there's not anyone out there who will come to you and say that, hey, look, I am Mr. Right. Oh, look, I'm a Mr. Bad person. No one will come and try to speak bad about themselves. That is the reason why you always see, whenever if you ask someone to tell you about themselves, they always have this thing of telling you good about them. whether they've committed a crime before, whether they have a criminal record or not, this person, they'll always try to speak good about them and hide about all the bad things about them. Do you know why? Because they want to impress you, because they don't want you to know what they have done wrong to them. So the only things they do here, they'll tell you things that your ears want to hear, and they'll do things that your eyes want to see. So they'll try by all means to keep all the bad things aside. How do you get to know that now these people are not what they are to you? Is only when you decide to start giving them that chance to be with them, and that is how you get to discover who they are and what they've been saying. You try to compare and you start understanding now that they lied to me. He's not a good guy on this. He look like he's more abusive. He does this. So you get to know all those things only when you already make that step into loving them or being in the relationship with them. That is the thing which is more common. We all go through that every day. But how can you get to know that this is the right person for me? Well, the first thing you need to do, you need to engage yourself in prayer. Don't pray these things of you guys going and start speaking the tongues. Oh, raba raba shiko raba kayoko raba raba. No, man. You need to have a conversation. A prayer, it is a conversation and not making too much noise. Fasting, disturbing other people, no. Engage yourself in a very good conversation. Speak to God. Tell God what are your intentions. Tell God what you want to do with your life. Tell God your kind of man that your heart desires to have. Describe that man in your prayer. Speak to God. That's the first thing you need to do. Because your eyes is limited. Your eyes can only see the beauty or how handsome this man is. And your ears is also limited to listen only what this guy will have to tell you. But the rest of knowing that this guy is a good guy or bad guy for you, you don't have any idea. You don't have any eyes to see behind all that. The only easy way you can be able to identify this person is only when you engage yourself in the prayer, so that God can guide you with the Holy Spirit, where you can try to describe or have an idea of what kind of this man will be to you and how will he behaving toward your feelings. That is something which is very, very, very important. That is number one. Engage yourself in the prayer. Number two, when you're getting this man, try to have a serious conversation with this man. A lot of women commit a lot of mistake whenever they are trying to go out with a guy for a lunch. They've forgotten that going on the lunch or on the date is the way guys you're going to try to talk on certain serious conversation or certain matters that need to be more focused. Now what we see nowadays is that you take a girl out for a date, the only thing she know is like she sees like it's an opportunity for her to go and chill out there. She'll dress to kill that night, that evening I should say. She'll put a freaking makeup. Like you coming, we don't mind you dressing up all that, but yet come up with a brain, come up with a conversation, come up with a person who's willing to engage themselves in a serious conversation. Now you find a lady who already dressed in such a way, when they get to the table, they will just order anything that they feel like ordering for that evening, and yet they start eating and playing with their nails, and they're not gonna talk to you. Even if you are serious, let's say like you are one of those serious guys who want to have something more solid or commitment, and you try to talk to this lady or ask her certain basic questions that she need to pay attention on, she'll be busy telling that, no, I'm just too shy, no, I don't talk much on the first date, I'm kind of like a close person, I need a little bit of time for me to open up. Okay, fine. But when you're doing this, do you think that if this guy is a player, if this guy is not the right guy for you, do you think that he's gonna insist on that? No, he's not gonna insist. Do you know why? Because for him, you'll be so happy. You'll feel like he's just surviving an interview which you're supposed to court him or to know exactly what are his really intentions. Just because you avoid to engage yourself in such good conversation with him, and this guy will be happy for that. That is not how you get to know if a guy is serious about you or not. So if you want to know a guy is serious about you, you must first pray to your God, engage in a serious conversation, describe to your God and every details about the kind of man that you want to have, and also on your first date or second, third date, be more specific of what you want. Try to put your direction or intention together. Because remember, if you guys are not in the same direction, you're not gonna go anywhere. So try to engage yourself in a very serious conversation so that this guy, if he's a player, at least will have an idea that here I'm not just dealing with any girl. Instead, I'm dealing with a very mature young lady who knows what she wants. So I don't have time to play. If this guy knows that he's a player, he's gonna go back off. Yes, he's gonna back off. And if he's not a player, we'll be more excited to have a beautiful and very intelligent young woman like you who knows what she wants. That is something very important. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have learned something in this video. And please, if you find this video interesting, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get to know more about what we teach in this YouTube channel. Give me your thumbs up. I really do appreciate. Of course, for now, be yourself, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you. I'll see you again very soon. Ciao, ciao.